Okay, so what if you could drink your way happy? Drinking your way happy. Hey guys, I am Heidi Day and I am so excited to be here sharing with you all today. I've just finished my workout. I'm about to have my delicious carrot, ginger, apple juice. And I'm really excited to jump in here and share with you all um, some revolutionary information that I know has the ability to be life changing for you. So, drinking your way happy. Drinking your way happy. What does this look like? What does this mean? Um, I want to jump in here and say that so often we look for answers in a bottle, and not this kind of bottle, but a prescription bottle, or just simply lying on the couch. So, what I like to deal with in this space as we are looking at being overachieving as a way of dealing with our pain is how can we address the root of our pain and deal with our issues as well in a natural, alternative, holistic manner. That's the space that we get to be in here. And today I am super excited about what I get to share with you all because as someone who has been on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medicine, I know number one, how important they can be, but I also know how the long-term effects of them can be so very detrimental, just like in any other prescription medication. So, what if we created a space where our food is our medicine, drinking our way happy? I love that. I wish I would have titled this whole thing that, but I just came up with it just now. So, today, what I'm going to be doing, I think that the easiest and simplest way that I can do this is I'm going to talk to you about ingredients that you can put in your smoothie. I'm not going to give you smoothie recipes in this training because number one, I'm going to share with you, if you would like, a recipe book that has 111 recipes in it for different juices and smoothies. But the other reason that I don't want to share recipes is what I really want to give you all is information. I'm so honestly, like if you all could just like all my hairs are standing on end. I am so excited about this because I believe that you can then customize your drinking experience to where you are in any given moment. Anxiety, depression, focus, like we're gonna hit it all today. So thank you so much for being here. Definitely, I would love for you to sprinkle this onto your timeline. Other people need to know about this. Let me stop and introduce myself for the new ones here. I'm Heidi Day. I'm your soul healer. I specifically have the amazing opportunity to work with women who have just conveniently paved their path to success, trying to outperform their pain. And what we do in this community is we create a space where you are able to heal so that you can have freedom while being effortlessly enough. You don't got to keep doing shit in order to be who you ultimately are. You just get to be it. And when we begin to heal our stuff, that's what catapults us into what's possible with moving forward. Do you get the connection here? Because I really want you to see that. I want you to understand that our past experiences absolutely land in our current realities, and the symptoms that we have are often as a result of something that happened a long time ago. And how we deal with that and how we treat it is so important. So, on one side, it is we get to do the work to heal, right? I get that. And in the meantime of our journey, what I want to share with you, as I said, is what I want to share with you are ingredients that you can use in your juicing and in your smoothie making that will really make a difference for you today. Today, I'm talking about today's stuff. All right. So let me get in here. I'm going to share. I'm going to open this up so that I can dive in successfully. I also would like to know, where are you listening from today? Like, where are you watching? Are you watching the replay? Are you watching me live? Like, that is always good to know because I want to know. I want to know where you are. I obviously, if you have not followed my journey, I am in Costa Rica. Um, but I want to know, like, where are you coming from? Where are you listening from? All of that good stuff, because it definitely matters. And I will just say for a moment, I'm in Costa Rica. It's the rainy season here. Um, it's not raining, but it's the rainy season. And when I was considering moving here, because I know that I deal with depression, I specifically came multiple times during the rainy season because I wanted to make sure that the rain wasn't going to be, the grayness was not going to be prohibitive. So, depending on where we live, it can impact our mood and how we're showing up, our dopamine, our serotonin levels, all that good stuff. So, all of that to say, where are you? Where are you? All right, here is what I want to break down for us today. So, number one, I want to talk about depression and serotonin because so many of us deal with different levels of like the blues, right? I have major clinical depression, but it happens on a continuum for me. Some of us just kind of feel blue sometimes. We just kind of feel a little bit like, eh. Serotonin is that happy chemical. Now, there are multiple happy chemicals. And I may do a series on happy chemicals because I think that they're so important for us to understand what they are and how they show up. But today, in this moment, I want to talk to us about serotonin. Serotonin. So it is a happiness hormone. It is the hormone that is here to stabilize our moods, our feelings, our well being. Now, let me pause for a moment and say happiness is different from joy. Happiness comes and goes depending on what's going on. Joy is this thing that we create from the inside, and it is not circumstance dependent. Okay? So it is important for us to understand that difference that happiness absolutely does come and go, and we can do things to boost our happiness. We can eat our way happy. We can drink our way happy. And this is really scientific. This is not just something that is like woo woo. This is real hard science. When we have low serotonin, then it may cause depression, anxiety, feeling low, feeling like I can't fight my way, through. So serotonin is really important. So we're going to talk about various things that will boost serotonin in our smoothies. So, how I want to do this is I want us to look at the fundamentals of making a smoothie. And, I think what I'll do is I will put in, I'll definitely will put a graphic in today so that you can see, kind of like, well, what is it that I need to be putting into my smoothies as far as fruits, greens, all of those different things, just so that you can have that basis. Again, if you want the ebook with all of the recipes, just put recipes below and I'll be sure to send that over to you. If you want the ebook with 111 different recipes for juice and smoothies, put that ebook below. Or what did I say? Did I say recipes? Put recipes below and I'll send that over to you. But what we're going to do right now is break down various elements or ingredients in these um, smoothies that you can use and what they do. Okay. So I want to start with our green leafy vegetables because we are talking about green smoothies, even though we're not just talking about green smoothies. Today I'm drinking an orange carrot juice, right? Carrot, ginger, apple juice. But just for the sake of the smoothies idea, green smoothies. Spinach and kale are the typical greens that we're going to be putting in. What is so amazing about spinach? If you're my spinach girl, I want to know, are you a spinach or a kale girl? That's an important thing, or does it matter to you? Please put in the comments, are you spinach or are you kale? This is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Okay. Spinach contains cortisol regulating magnesium, and that boosts the serotonin. So that's so important that we understand what spinach can do, right? Kale also has vitamin E, really good again for like getting you into that happy place. So there are two different kinds of green leafy vegetables, but I want to know from you, like, which one do you prefer? Sometimes it's about taste, sometimes it's about how thick. I find that the kale smoothies are tend to be a bit heartier. So maybe if you want to last longer, if you want that smoothie to last longer for you, maybe you go for kale. Spinach I also find to be a bit smoother. Okay, so spinach or kale. These are the reasons, some of the reasons that we want to add those green leafy vegetables in. And I like to just grab a big handful and stick those in. Next, I want to talk about the liquid that we use, right? So there are so many options. You can use juice, you can use water, but I want to share two other options with you as we're looking at anxiety and depression um, smoothies. One is chamomile tea. Chamomile tea is obviously very calming. It really has those effects to kind of bring us into a good place. So whether we're having chamomile tea, using chamomile oil, chamomile is one of those things, and it's so simple and easy to make. You could make a big jar of chamomile tea at the beginning of the week, like maybe during your food prepping, and then you can use it for your smoothies. But there's another great fluid that I want to add into this, and that is green tea. Yo, green tea is like a super power drink. And if you struggle, like maybe it's hot, you don't want to have hot tea, maybe you don't like iced tea, girl, make you some green tea. You don't even have to sweeten it. Again, put it in your refrigerator, and it can be the liquid that you use for your smoothies. Now, why do we want to have this? Okay, again, we're looking at a different chemical. We talked about serotonin at the top. I want to mention dopamine. Dopamine is just dope. It's dope. It is like yeah, I did it. I'm feeling good. I definitely have a sense of well-being. I'm feeling self-confident. Like dopamine is so important, and green tea helps us to create that, right? There is an amazing chemical in green tea. It is called L-theanine. Okay, I drink green tea, but I also take this L-theanine because it is phenomenal. And it definitely, I'm gonna tell you, I have noticed a huge difference with taking that L-theanine. I'm not a doctor. Consult your doctor, talk to your medical professionals, but I will tell you, for me, it has been a game changer. So if you want to just try what that is like for you on a day-to-day basis, use green tea as your liquid for your smoothie. I think that you'll find a huge benefit in doing that. It's very calming. It helps you to sleep. It helps you to focus. Like, I can't say enough good stuff about it. Okay. I want to also mention kefir. So kefir has probiotics. Probiotics keeps our belly happy. Our serotonin is made in our belly. This is really important, right? So when we have a happy belly, we can have a happy heart. So keeping those probiotics boosted up is really important for being able to feel good. Um, we have less anxiety, we have less stress. When our gut is healthy, our heart is healthy. When our gut is healthy, our heart is healthy. Probiotics are hugely important. So kefir is another liquid that you can use. Okay, I want to jump now also to yogurt because I feel like it just makes sense. Okay. When we are putting yogurt into our smoothie, again, it's the probiotics. It is that emotional area of the brain that we're able to really tap into that allows us to have that sense of well-being, that good bacteria, let me see if I can say this right, acidophilus, I said it, acidophilus, is what we want, and it calms our nervous system and our digestive system that gets us into those stressful spaces where we're all in a tizzy. Having those good probiotics is what gets us into that good place. It also has great protein, which helps us to produce dopamine once again. And there's another one. Let's see if I can say this one. Norepinephrine. I feel like I'm saying that one wrong. However, those are two brain chemicals that are really important for helping us to feel good. So the hormones that help to relieve anxiety are what's in yogurt. So if you are a yogurt girl, I'll put another plug in. You also could be making yogurt parfaits and mixing some of these things in just as an option. because we have to have a breakfast every day. So we want to look at what that is. Yogurt also has calcium and magnesium. This is going to help us. Magnesium is so good. It's so good to help us get to that place of just feeling really great. Okay, wait a minute. I see that there are some comments over here. Yes, spinach and pineapple. Excellent, Michelle. Uh-huh. Cucumber. Yes, it does have a stronger taste. It does, it does, it does. I make well, I have a garden, so I do use things from my apothecary garden. Yeah, getting on coffee. I get it. I totally get it. Okay, so those are some bases, right, for our smoothies. Now let's get into our fruits. Okay, so as we're looking at different fruits that we're going to be putting in, when you get your recipe book, you're going to see that there are a lot of different fruits and vegetables that are suggested for your smoothie. What's nice about what I'm about to share is you'll know what fruits and vegetables you like and which ones you need. So first, we want to jump into bananas. We're back to that. Bananas, bananas, bananas. They are fantastic for our serotonin because they have tryptophan. Tryptophan also is what helps us to rest. It's what regulates like that space of being able to sleep well. It has vitamin B, um, and it's a natural beta blocker. Bananas are bananas. Truthfully, like they have a lot of great, and plus I also find that bananas in my smoothies, it kind of gives me that like makes me feel full. So if you're wanting that, bananas are great. Blueberries contain vitamin C, antioxidants, and repairing that cell damage, which comes into space as we deal with anxiety. Acai, it kind of does the same kind of thing. So if you're like a blueberry girl or an acai girl, think about those things like, are you wanting to boost your vitamin C? Is there illness going on in your house? What is it that you want to focus on? A piece of this that I am excited about is I feel like this information can empower us to choose wisely and to be mindful with what we are making and taking in our bodies. Not just making a green smoothie, like just throwing stuff in. And I'm gonna be honest with you, in the past, I have been guilty of just like, let me throw my stuff in and not really being mindful. And this information allows us to stop and be really mindful. Peaches are considered a natural sedative. A natural sedative. So if you're wanting to kind of just be calm, if you have a big presentation and you just want to have, really calm nerves, throw some peaches in there. For all of my citrus girls, again, we're going back to that vitamin C. That vitamin C has been known to be a calming food for us. So citrus, lemon, orange, grapefruit, lime, all of those really good to boost your vitamin C and put you in a better frame of mind, as well as boosting your immunity. Um, so those are just some of the fruits that I wanted to highlight. Again, like we could talk about this forever and ever and ever, but I wanted to kind of come in and drop some of the big ones that allow us to really have a that pack a punch in our smoothies. That's what I really wanted us to do here, is to pay attention to that. I want to throw in an honorable mention, which is avocado. Avocado is amazing because not only does it thicken your smoothie, it has very little taste, but it improves your mood and your sleep. It has that B6 and folic acid. Ladies, we know that folic acid is so important for all of our feminine workings, right? Want to make sure that we have plenty of folic acid going on. So avocado is another great superfood that we can throw in, good protein. Like it's just good. You can do half one day, half the next. Here's a little bonus for my avocado girls. If you cut the avocado in half, keep the seed in the one half and cover that. It helps to keep it from getting all brown and yucky. Just a thing that I've learned, because living here, we eat a lot of avocados. So you can cover that up and then have the second half the other day, or have it in your salad or whatever. All right. Next, I want to talk about nuts. So nuts are so powerful because, again, they go back to getting us that tryptophan, and that is boosting and altering our moods. So cashew nuts, walnuts, like all different kind of nuts are so beneficial for really being able to get us into a space of mood regulation. So in our community, in dealing with my clients, we often talk about like, how do I stay regulated? Not crazy high, not in the blues, but what do I need to do to stay regulated? Having nuts. Oftentimes people will soak their nuts before they put it in. However you want to do that, nuts are phenomenally helpful for that. Um, Also want to do honorable mention for flaxseed. That's great because it has omega 3s, and omega 3s, y'all, give us healthy nerves. We want to have healthy nerves. I used to say to my husband, oh, so and so got on my last nerve. And he would say, why was your last nerve even available to them? Very good point. So when we look at our flaxseed, there is protecting and having healthy nerves. Oh, there's so many goods because there's chia seeds, flaxseed. There's another seed that I really love as well. Oh, I can't think of what it's called right now. But throwing the seeds in, another way to really boost your smoothies. Okay. Speaking about boosting, here I want to share with you some powders that you can put in that are game changers that really do create a space for you in your smoothies that will, like superfoods. Ashwagandha. Y'all, I swear by ashwagandha. Like, I swear by it. I take it every day. I grow it in my apothecary garden. It is fantastic. It's known as Ayurvedic herb, and it lowers stress. It helps fight insomnia. When my husband was diagnosed with cancer, and he had during his chemo, oftentimes there is a depressive effect that happens with that. It's a lot, right? He started taking ashwagandha for himself, and he is not that dude, but he started taking it, and huge difference in his effect. So I give it to my teenagers. I take it. My husband takes it. Ashwagandha powder. You can get it in the powder form. Stick it into your smoothie. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Moringa. Okay, so moringa is another one of those powders. It's another one of those supplements that people are always talking about. But what is unknown, or what a lot of people don't know, is that it's so wonderful for anxiety, for depression, and for fatigue. So if you're wanting to kind of boost your energy or boost your mood, moringa is a fantastic powder that you can add into your smoothies. Okay, let me see. Hemp, yes, girl. Hemp was the other one. Hemp was the other one. And bananas are amazing sweeteners for your smoothie instead of, yeah, I don't, at this point, and it's funny, you can train your taste buds. So Michelle is saying that she doesn't put sweetener into her smoothies. I absolutely do not put sweeteners into my smoothies anymore. You can train your taste buds. I was someone, my grandmother, my mother, they were very big on sweetening everything. So I grew up with very sweet oatmeal and sweet cream of wheat and just sweet everything. And so I was accustomed to that. As I've gotten older and making more mindful choices for myself, um, I'm learning how to train my taste buds. So I don't put any honey or any sweetener into my smoothies at this point. I allow the fruit to be the sweetener. Fun fact for your bananas, because you're absolutely right, Michelle, but bananas make great sweeteners. I also will freeze them. So sometimes I get a huge, like we get really big bunches. I'm not lying, like big bunches of bananas here. And if by chance that week we don't eat them all and I'm finding them that they're going ripe, instead of making banana bread like I used to, I will peel them, stick them into a freezer bag, and I use them for my smoothies. Because the riper they are, the sweeter they are, and they're fantastic for that. So, yes, yes, yes. Yes, she says her husband takes it every night and they sleep like babies. Fantastic. Turmeric powder is the last one that I want to talk about. Um, Turmeric powder or just fresh turmeric. Here we use a lot of turmeric and ginger in our juices. In fact, I'm pretty sure that this juice that I'm drinking right now has turmeric in it. It has been known or said to be as powerful for depression as Prozac. Okay, so this is really, really important when we're considering What do I need today? As you're thinking about what your smoothie is going to be, stop and ask yourself, what does my body need? What does my soul need? What is it that I'm craving? How am I feeling? How do I want to feel? And then drink yourself happy. Okay, so there in turmeric there is curcumin. I always mess that word up as well. Curcumin. Let's call it. And it's been shown to, again, it boosts those dopamine and those serotonin levels, and that's fighting anxiety and depression. Anxiety and depression, serotonin and dopamine. So specifically, yeah, there's so much goodness there. And I'm going to come back and I am going to do some more training on dopamine and serotonin and what they do in our bodies and how we can get more of them. Um, and what that actually looks like for us. In this moment, however, what I want to say is throw in some turmeric. Whether you're using powder or whether you go to the farmer's market and just get those little nubs, cut you off a little piece and throw it in, super, super powerful. At the end of the day, folks, what I am wanting to do is I want to give you the tools, the information, the resources to be able to heal yourself, to be able to take control over your emotions, over how you're feeling, over how you want to feel, what that looks like. You absolutely have the power to do that. And in this community of Overachievers Anonymous, so many of us have been in this space of trying to do more things, like accomplish more, have more success in order to feel okay. And that is a trap. I want to break you out of that trap. I want to give you the key to break yourself out of it. And today's Drinking Yourself Happy training is exactly about that. I want to know, what is the favorite ingredient out of the ones that we've talked about today? Or you may say, I have another one that wasn't mentioned, because there are so many. What's your favorite ingredient for your smoothie and why? I thank you so much for joining for today's training. If you found it helpful, please definitely sprinkle it onto your timeline. Give it to other folks, because more of us deserve to be able to um, eat and drink for life, like for life. I am Heidi Day, your soul healer, and it is my pleasure to be here to serve you. I look forward to seeing you all back again next week. And until then, sip, sip.